Hello, my name is Justin Wu, and I just want to formally welcome you to my ePortfolio. This ePortfolio is the final project for the ETEC 590 course that sums up pretty much what I have learned over the past 2 years of my life. I thought this experience as a whole was wonderful because I now feel more confident in teaching with educational technology in my classroom. Throughout this journey, I have met so many dedicated and wonderful people that have helped me make this journey so memorable. I quickly realized early on in this journey that I needed to form strong relationship with my peers as they were the ones I relied on for clarification and tech support. It was nice knowing that I wasn't the only one who didn't know what to do at times. In addition, I wanted to thank my wonderful family and my fiance for all their support as I went through this process. Lastly, I want to thank all of my instructors that I have come across that have helped guide me through this process. Now I would like to move on to the design of my EP. I chose Weebly as the platform to create my website because of how simple it was to use and navigate through. The one thing that I love about this template design is how easy it is to go back and forth on any given page via the drop down menus and the titles at the top. The drop down menu options allow the website to look very organized as well. This sleek white background allows the focus to be on the writing within the website. I have bolded the titles on each page so that it is clearly stated. At the very bottom of each page, I have included a button that takes you to the next page. This was done purposefully so that the user knows what sequence to go through as they navigate through my EP. So now I want to take you to the locker room at the top where you'll find three different things: the coach's profile, the ePortfolio requirements, and also the metaphor. The locker room will serve as a home page to my ePortfolio. As we click the button below, you will find the next page. This is where you'll learn a little bit more about myself. I'm a grade 6-7 teacher in the Burnaby School District. I became very interested in learning more about technology in 2016 when my class taught me how to code. I vowed to my students as long as they were learning, I will too. A little bit about my educational philosophy. Technology and education are interconnected in today's world. In order to prepare our students for this interconnected world, teachers must find and search for ways that introduce, teach, and make use of this wonderful tool in which we call technology. Since we live in a digital age, it would be a disservice to my students by not letting them incorporate technology into their learning. Students must not only progress academically, but must also develop digital literacy skills that will serve them in life. As we go to the bottom, here is my letter of intent. The letter of intent basically just goes through the first goals that I initially had when applying for this program and why I wanted to do it. Beside it is my resume. I think this is important for future employers to look at because, especially if I want to move into administration or go into any district technology programs or teaching online, this would be a great way to access it. One thing I highlighted over here is that I've been in contact with the Burnaby School District technology teacher, and I want to discuss and expand the course selections for the Burnaby online courses. This will be my upcoming goals for the next couple years after this MET program is completed. Lastly, there will be two icons at the very bottom of the page. This will give you direct links to the PDF versions of my letter of intent and also my resume. Next is the ePortfolio requirements. Over here, you'll find all the things that my project needs to satisfy in order for me to graduate from this program. Also, you'll find the 4 goals listed from the TQS requirements. Moving on to the learning goals in the rationale section. Over here, you'll find 3 different learning goals that I've set forth myself. The first one being learning theories, to continue to explore, analyze, and apply various theoretical frameworks to my practice that will allow me to better understand how my students learn today. A student-centered approach that embraces the use of technology and that assists them through their inquiries. Over here you'll find 3 major theories: behaviorism, constructivism, and social cultural theory. Lastly, you'll find in this section the 4 different staple courses that every MET student needs to take. I call it the dribbling, the passing, the shooting, and defense. You need these 4 things to play basketball, and you need these 4 things to graduate from the MET program. Moving to goal number 2, the tech toolbox. To reflect on my educational journey and create new goals for my future self as a teacher after the MET program is completed. Things that I want to incorporate, such as e-portfolios, replacing report cards, teaching my students how to make a stop motion video, creating digital stories, and creating a makerspace in our school's common room. Below are 3 examples of different programs that I've used, such as iMovie, Powtoon, and Stop Motion. Goal number 3, the digital competency. To continue to develop an understanding of how technology integration in my classroom can support the diverse learners, which includes students with behavioral and self-regulation challenges, as well as physical and mental disabilities and learning disabilities. Over here are the 5 courses that I took that are not required, but there were alternative courses that you were allowed to choose from. I call this being prepared, being a team player, anticipation, adaptation, and perseverance. These are the 5 things that happens during the game in a basketball game that every person and basketball player goes through. Through experience, you become a better player. Lastly is the ePortfolio proposal. Over here, you'll just see this project written in form. Going towards my metaphor now. Next, I'll take you into the metaphor section where you can read a little bit about why I chose basketball as my theme. Things such as inside the locker room, the schedule, the preparation, during the game things, and the post-game interview. Now moving on to the schedule. Next is the schedule portion of my ePortfolio. Over here, you'll find all the courses I took and how many I took in each term. In each of these sections, you will see a little bit about what happened in my life, as well as narrated through pictures. As we scroll down to the very bottom of this, you'll notice that I've started to take only one course at a time. This was because there was a lot going on in my life during this time, and I also thought that I need to enjoy the moment as a teacher and also in my life. Moving on to the preparation. The next 2 sections, such as preparation and during the game, you will find all the courses that I have taken. As we scroll down, you'll see a quick button that will click you straight into the next course. So for example, when we were talking about dribbling, ETEC 500, you'll notice that there's a course outline of what the course is about. As you scroll down, you'll see the metaphorical connection as well as the course connection and what I have reflected on this experience. Lastly, you'll find the artifact. At the very bottom of the page, it'll lead you to the next course I have taken. Similarly, you'll find the course outline, the metaphorical connection, the course connection, and also another artifact. Some of these pictures, you might have to click it to get to the next link. Now moving on to the more important things, the post-game interview. In the post-game interview, you'll find 3 subheadings: equipment, assessment, and references. As we scroll down, you will see the digital footprints that I currently leave behind, my classroom blog, and my Instagram. In the equipment room, you will find all the different tools that have helped me in my MET process, in this journey, and in creating this project. Next is the assessment. Over here, fellow classmates in the ETEC 590 course can give me suggestions on what I need to do better to help create this ePortfolio. And lastly, the reference page. This is a page that is dedicated to all the quotes that I've used in my project. As we head back to the locker room, I just want to thank everyone for their continuous support in my MET journey. I know that my journey of learning will never end, and I hope to see you guys in the future. Best of luck.